Good evening, good evening, good evening. Nice to see you all. My name's Julian Mount, and these are some of my lockdown live songs. When you wake up in the morning and your eyes are red, it's hard to drag yourself out of bed. That's the start of the multicolour lockdown blues. When you look into the mirror and you're feeling green, much worse than you've ever been. That's the start of the multicolour lockdown blues. When your skin is yellow and your mood is brown, you can't recall the last time you went to town. The sun is up but you're feeling down. That's the start of the multicolour lockdown blues. When the veins in your eyes look like tube train lines, your pupils are round but twice normal size. That's the start of the multicolour lockdown blues. When your heart of gold beats like a swinging brick and your mind is playing visual tricks, that's the start of the multicolour lockdown blues. When your sunny disposition turns from grey to black, you're maroon, there's no turning back. The future's orange now, that's a fact. That's the start of the multicolour lockdown blues. When the colours of your rainbow get a little mixed and you need another drink to get them fixed, that's the start of the multicolour lockdown blues. Orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, cerise, magenta, hot pink and lilac. That's the start of the multicolour lockdown. That's the start of the multicolour lockdown. And that's the end of the multicolour lockdown blues. Thank you. That was the multicolour lockdown blues. I hope you enjoyed it. A very good welcome to all of you watching here this evening. This is my second lockdown live stream concert. I did one a couple of weeks ago and that went very well, and I thought I'd do another one. A particular welcome to everyone who may have found this concert through the All Things St Albans Facebook page, who were kind enough to allow me to publicise it on there this morning. Fantastic. Now, I'm using some new technology this week. Apart from using Facebook Live, I'm using another new app which allows me to see all of you as well. And yes, you in St Albans, don't do that. It's disgusting. Or don't eat it, that's even worse. I mean, good grief. And well, I've got 3 screens here. You in Watford, just put some clothes on, will you? Because I can see you. Hemel Hempstead, you in Hemel Hempstead, I think you better make that your last drink, because I think you've had enough, really. Okay, here's a song dedicated to everyone who may be working at home remotely. Something's gone terribly wrong. Something's gone terribly wrong. The light never lit when it turned on. Something's gone terribly wrong. Something's gone terribly wrong. Something's gone terribly wrong. The signal's so weak when it used to be strong. Something's gone terribly wrong. Turn it off, turn it on, make it the same as before. Pull out the plug, push it back in, flick the switch on the wall. A sudden flicker, a subtle click. It happened fast, it really was quick. No time to react, no way to predict. Something's gone terribly wrong. Something's gone terribly wrong. Something's gone terribly wrong. It may be the RAM or maybe the ROM. Something's gone terribly wrong. Something's gone terribly wrong. Something's gone terribly wrong. Calling the helpline, but they don't respond. Something's gone terribly wrong. Something's gone terribly wrong. Something's gone terribly wrong. Gave it a kick, now the lights come back on. A faulty connection I knew all along. I feel so alone, now the gremlins have gone. Something's gone terribly, terribly, terribly. Something's gone terribly wrong. Thank you. That was called Wrong. Now, for those of you that don't know me, my name's Julian. I'm a musician, songwriter and singer. And I live just outside St Albans, in between St Albans and Redbourne. I play at festivals and open mics and local folk clubs, and, well, anyone will have me, really. At my time of life, I can't really afford to be that choosy. Unfortunately, though, all the gigs have been cancelled, all the venues are closed, and so I thought I'd do these live lockdown concerts, streaming concerts instead. I hope you enjoy them. Lockdown, it can be quite stressful. I mean, I live alone, and that probably makes it easier for me. If I had a house full of other people, I do understand that's potentially much more stressful. So here's a song for everyone who's finding lockdown a bit stressful. I wish I could slow down, I wish I didn't go so fast. But pressure's an old friend of mine, we always have a laugh. to be stress-free is not for me. My doctor says I really should relax and meditate, but the adrenaline is rushing through my veins and I feel great. Anxiety feels good to me. My hypothalamus calls up my adrenal glands each hour. My heart begins to palpitate to give my body power so frequently that it's become normality. I want my metabolic rate to increase even more, while nervous perspiration forms a puddle on the floor. Handshakes with me are so clammy. Drinking coffee by the gallon for the caffeine it contains. Not for me, those multivitamins with healthy sounding names. Can't wind down until I've had at least 5 cigarettes. Got a book by Vernon Coleman, but I haven't read it yet. I wish I could slow down, I wish I didn't go so quick. I've tried Tai Chi and Shiatsu and the Alexander technique. These therapies don't work for me. To keep me fit, I think I should take exercise each day. So I lay down and thankfully these thoughts all go away. No Superman is what I am. An enemy of the enemy whose lifestyle's not holistic. Not worried I'm becoming just a medical statistic. Pressure turns to stress, they say, when you feel that you can cope. Me, I turn to alcohol, I'm a very stressful bloke. Counting every hour of my 70 years and 10. Going downhill slowly and speeding up again. Living every second as though it were my last. I wish I could slow down, I wish I didn't go so fast. I wish I could slow down, I wish I didn't go so fast. Thank you. That was called Slow Down. And I wasn't joking in that song. I do actually have alcohol here. Oh, that's water. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Now, in case you didn't know, I've got 2 current CDs. They're not about currents. This one's called The Invisible Man, that's £5. This one's called Unsung Lies, which has got a lot of history behind it, and that's £10. If you'd like one, send me a PM or even a personal message after this concert is over and I'll tell you how you can get them. I can post them out during lockdown because I'm quite healthy at the moment. Now, when I was young, which was many years ago, I always believed that an allergy was a bit like a crocodile, only slightly bigger. It was only later I found out that it was something else entirely. When I was young, allergies, they hadn't really been invented. There was one boy at our school, my primary school, called James, who had an allergy. And he was the only person I knew for years who had an allergy. I had to come home and ask someone what an allergy was. Now, of course, they're very common. In fact, it's quite fashionable to have an allergy. I've got one too, and that's what this next song is about, which is called Maybe the Moonlight. It may be the moonlight, it may be the wine, it may be your scent of perfume. It may be the weather, but I'm starting to think it's because I'm allergic to you. There are tears in my eyes and a frog in my throat, an ache in my head and a sniff in my nose. Although you look hot, I'm feeling so cold. Perhaps I'm allergic to you. When spots on my tongue from eating peanuts and cashews. But this fever is new, and I'm sure that it's due to becoming allergic to you. It may be the moonlight, it may be the wine, it may be your scent of perfume. It may be the weather, but I'm starting to think it's because I'm allergic to you. My heart skips a beat, there's a rash on my feet. You're turning my two cheeks red, white and blue. If this is sexual chemistry, it makes me allergic to you. On the days I don't see you, I feel so well. The doctor can't help me, he said there's no pill. I just couldn't tell him that I've seen several clues that suggest I'm allergic to you. So it may be the moonlight, it may be the wine, it may be your scent of perfume. It may be the weather, but I'm starting to think this new strain of lovesick is magic and slapstick. I've rats in my cellar and bats in my attic. I'm shocked to discover I'm anaphylactic. Because I'm allergic, that's my final verdict. I must be allergic to you. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's called Maybe the Moonlight. Now I have to say, although I said earlier I'm doing okay in this lockdown thing, I do, there's two things I really miss. One of them is going out and playing gigs, obviously. And I, you know, typically out 4 or 5 nights a week doing that. And I am missing my friends. There's a few of them are keeping in contact with me. You know who you are. I've said this last time. Thank you so much for that. That means an awful lot to me. Just the occasional message or text or gesture is very much appreciated. And thank you very much to everyone who's doing that. But it is very important that we stay home and take the pressure off the NHS and save lives. And again, in the news today, there's lots of positive news about the rate of infections beginning to fall and people beginning to test vaccines and so on. But that doesn't mean we can go out. We've got to stay home, seriously. I know it's a pain for some of you, but it's for the greater good, honestly. So a bit of seriousness there. This next song is hardly serious at all, and it's got a chorus. I won't bother teaching it to you because it's dead simple, and I'm sure you'll catch on. This is what some people call my cocktail song. I don't know why. Well, I knew from the start that she'd break my heart when I asked her what she'd like to drink. Her hazelnut eyes grew wide with surprise. Then she said with that smile and a wink, chorus! Adrenaline, Guinness and water, all in one glass if you please. Adrenaline, Guinness and water makes me go weak at the knees. Well, she sometimes took tea or even coffee for a time. I thought wine was her drink. When I asked what she'd like on that one fateful night, she said with that smile and a wink, adrenaline, Guinness and water, all in one glass if you please. Adrenaline, Guinness and water Well, the men all adore her, the women ignore her. Who knows what the management think? She catches my eye, though I'm not quite sure why. Then she says, with that smile and a wink, adrenaline, Guinness and water, all in one glass if you please. Adrenaline, Guinness and water makes me go weak at the knees. I don't know her at all, but I'm beginning to fall for her charms in a big way, I think. She gives me a thirst to always be first when she says, with that smile and a wink, adrenaline, Guinness and water, all in one glass if you please. Adrenaline, Guinness and water makes me go weak at the knees. So I feel I should warn you, this girl in the corner is playing the beautiful minx. If I chance a kiss, will I get slapped wrists? I say with a smile and a wink. Adrenaline, Guinness and water, all in one glass if you please. Adrenaline, Guinness and water makes me go weak at the knees. It's a terrible shame, I don't know her name. She left with a man in a car. Her subtle perfume is still in the room, and her lipstick is still on this glass. Adrenaline, Guinness and water, all in one glass if you please. Adrenaline, Guinness and water makes me go weak at the, makes me go weak at the, it makes me go weak at the knees. Thank you. That was called Adrenaline, Guinness and Water. And if the more sharp-eyed amongst you will have noticed, my twin brother Justin knocked over my illuminated sign during that song. Thank you, Justin. He's always trying to get the limelight. Now, all the songs I've played for you so far have been songs what I wrote myself. But shock horror, I thought I'd do a couple of other people's songs this evening, just to keep the variety up. This is a song by someone called Justin Edwards. He's a guitarist and a singer and an actor and a comedian. Makes you sick, really, all the things he does. And this is this is the type of song that I hardly ever write myself. This is a song about love. I suppose, in actual fact, it's a song about love and longing. It's a song about love and longing and lust. It's a song about love and longing and lust in a library. And there haven't been many songs written about libraries. One wet Wednesday afternoon, I saw my lending library lovely. Raven-haired she stamped my Raymond Chandler, and my heart dissolved. So I stayed till closing time. I reckoned that to make her mine, I'd have to woo her bookishly. I Daniel Steeled my resolve. Oh, library lady, would you care to join me for a cup of T.S. Eliot, or perhaps a glass of Barbara Pym's and lemonade? Harpily she gazed at me, then locked the door. I took her Wilkie Collins in my hand, and we began to promenade. This was certainly a Mills and Boon, had I been to Thomas Full Hardy, but she shared my feelings. I was pretty Dan Bernard Shaw. So I told her how I felt. She dimmed the lights, I dropped my Orwells. She grasped me by the dictionaries, we fell J.K. Rowling to the floor. But the library hall is no place to seduce, it's too Jane ostentatious. It's ruddy hard Kipling there, we might get seen Tom Clancy'd at. So we went into the reference section out of view, and there I lay down with my library lady on the coconut mat. Oh, she said, this itchy floor is bound to give me a thesaurus. I built a bed of Merry Wesleys on which we could uncoil, with the photocopier light on, for a pillow Michael Crichton. Tenderly she placed her hands upon my Conan Doyle. She was Oscar Wilde in bed, like a leaping Salman Rushdie headlong into passion. Personally, I was a bit too Jonathan Swift. I could have done with a hardback edition instead of my floppy old paperback Grisham. But I gave her the full Bronte and she didn't seem too miffed. But our affair, it never lasted. Something went Kingsley amiss. She found another lover with a larger print than mine. I was Graham Greene with envy, I was Somerset Maudlin, I felt empty. What's the next line? But my Philip Roth soon passed one day, I'll cease this futile cry. Now I stand here feeling sorry, grasping my Daphne du Maurier, dewy decimal teardrop on my cheek once more. Occasionally I'll reminisce, and an Evelyn Waugh escapes my lips, remembering my Dickens on the lending library floor. Thank you. That was called Love in a Library by Justin Edwards. If you missed my first lockdown live concert a couple of weeks ago, I think it was on the 8th of April, it's now on my YouTube channel. And you can find that very easily if you just go to YouTube and search for Julian Mount Music. You'll find it at one of the videos there. And this one hopefully will end up there as well, if I can make it work again. So that was a song by someone else. That was a song by Justin Edwards, and this next song is dedicated to my friend Keith, because it's always been a favourite of his and I haven't played it for ages. So this is for you, Keith. This is a song by the Civil Wars and it's called Tip of My Tongue, and they actually wrote it about their favourite song. So this is a song about a song, which I think's rather obtuse and nice. And 25 points to anyone who can identify which is their favourite song that this song is about. Because in this song, which is a song about their favourite song, there are a few clues as to what their favourite song is. You're a red string tied to my finger, a little love letter I carry with me. Your sunlight, smoke rings and cigarettes, outlines and kisses on silver screens. Oh dear, I never saw you coming. Oh my, look what you have done. You're my favourite song, always on the tip of my tongue. Well, you hold me with whispers of poetry, your mouth is a melody I memorize. So sweet, I hear it echo everywhere I go, day and night. Oh dear, I never saw you coming. Oh my, look what you have done. You're my favourite song, always on the tip of my tongue. You're a red string tied to my finger, a little love letter I carry with me. Your sunlight, smoke rings and cigarettes, outlines and kisses on silver screens. Oh dear, I never saw you coming. Oh my, look what you have done. You're my favourite song, always on the tip of my tongue. Well, you own me with whispers of poetry. Your mouth is a memory I memorize. So sweet, I hear it echo everywhere I go, day and night. Oh dear, I never saw you coming. Oh my, look what you have done. You're my favourite song, always on the tip of my tongue. Thank you. Tip of My Tongue by the Civil Wars. Did you work out what song is their favourite song that song's about? No? I'll tell you during the next Lockdown Live concert. Right, I've just got to press my button. That's it. Cappuccino, 2 sugars. That's right, yeah, good. I like to turn the coffee machine on for when I finish. I have a donation link at the top of this video. If anybody feels like donating, that'd be very welcome, but it's certainly not obligatory. Don't feel you have to, but if you do, I'll be very grateful. So, gosh, the time's gone ever so quick, hasn't it? I imagine we've already lost a few people who have gone off to watch Coronation Street, so sorry about that. Although, as I said last time, it is repeated on ITV+1, Freeview Channel 33 in an hour's time. Only one more song, do hang around for it. And this is a song that I wrote for the soundtrack of a computer game some years ago, and recently someone contacted me and said they were going to make a Hollywood movie of the computer game, and would I mind them using my song? No, I said I wouldn't mind at all. Then the world went mad, so absolutely nothing's happened. So that's that. Anyway, I'll leave you with this one. This is dedicated to anyone who's watching this evening, and you don't have to identify yourself. It's dedicated to anyone who's watching who might have a skeleton in their cupboard. 48 years of living, an angel in disguise. 48 years of loving, smiling with my eyes. 48 years of memories, neatly tucked away. When daylight dies, I hear them rise and dance upon their grave. What's that sound coming from the dresser on a night as black as pitch? What's that sound coming from the bureau? Do I dare turn on the switch? eyes. I love you said indiscriminately, make the sockets for the eyes. The love bones knock against the hate bones, and the fingers click in time. There'll be no sleep for the weary tonight, 'cause all these bones are mine. What's that sound coming from the dresser on a night as black as pitch? What's that sound coming from the bureau? Do I dare turn on the switch? Bones them, dry bones, all bleached and deathly white. I got skeletons in my closet and they're rattling tonight. Skeletons in my closet with names I cannot tell. Stories of bones I used to know, tales from heaven and hell. Hand bones hand in hand with leg bones, cry bones making sighs. All these bones in my closet tonight who just won't say goodbye. What's that sound coming from the dresser on a night as black as pitch? What's that sound coming from the bureau? Do I dare turn on the switch? Bones them, dry bones, all bleached and deathly white. I got skeletons in my closet and they're rattling tonight. What's that sound coming from the dresser on a night as black as pitch? What's that sound coming from the bureau? Do I dare turn on the switch? Bones them, dry bones, all bleached and deathly white. I got skeletons in my closet and they're rattling tonight. Thank you. That was called Skeletons. Thank you very much for watching this lockdown live stream concert 2. And you can take solace in the fact, as I do myself, that all of you watching tonight have watched Julian do his number 2. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Goodbye, everyone. Good night.